Hello and welcome to this episode of HighPointe Happenings. I am your host. My name is Naya. Go ahead and sit back and relax as we begin our morning meditation and mindfulness exercise.
Our minds are really eager for clear, black and white situations and feelings. We want to know exactly what we're feeling and why all of the time. This is why it can be really hard to accept situations where we're feeling two different and conflicting emotions at the same time. How can a situation make us feel sad and happy, or nervous and excited, or angry and compassionate? This causes our mind to jump back and forth, trying to figure out which feeling is the right feeling. But the trick is not to judge which of these feelings are right or wrong, but rather to allow ourselves to experience both at the same time. So let's give this a try. Maybe placing a hand over your heart if that feels good. Softening the gaze of the eyes. And for a moment, just feeling the chest, rising and falling with each breath underneath the palm of your hand. And however you may be feeling in this moment, whatever that emotion is, or maybe there's many, in this moment, just allowing them to be there and allowing them to exist as they are. Taking a deep breath and reminding yourself that whatever you're feeling in this moment is allowed and is valid. Nothing to do and nothing to be. Just here. And by practicing in this way, we can start to notice our very wide range of emotions and feelings and allow them to all be present and share space inside of us. Repeat this process as long as you need to, and with each breath, settling into a sense of calm and clarity.
All right, I hope you guys are feeling a little bit more zen and calm. We are going to go into a newer segment of HighPointe Happenings, which is the How Are You Feeling? So for our enrichment and engagement folks, I want you to do what's called happies and crappies. So happies and crappies are similar to highs and lows. So what is your high and low of the day? Meaning my high of happies could be, I got to see Cesare today. She makes me really happy. And we got to talk for a little bit. And then my crappies could be, my low could be, I woke up really late, which may mean late to work. That would be my crappies. So those are my happies and crappies. And then for our foundation and development folk, I want you to use your emotion cards for HighPointe Happenings specifically and go around and ask people how they're feeling. Are you feeling happy, content, sad, angry, anything in between? And they get to pick one. So go ahead and discuss the how you are feeling segment. Awesome. So let's move on to our calendar review. As you guys know, the theme is a bit different. If you notice, there's pinks and reds. This is just going along with a theme of Valentine's Day, kind of get you in that feel. But if that's why it's changed, just so you guys are aware. So just like last week that we started on Friday, we're going along with an ASL sign. So can anyone tell me what today's date is? And we'll come back to that ASL sign. All right, if you said today's date was Monday, February 2nd, you would be correct. So can everyone say with me on the count of 3, Monday, February 2nd? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Monday, February 2nd. Awesome. So the ASL sign for Monday is this. Let's look at the video. So let's walk through it together. I want you to put up 4, and I want the inside of your hand looking at you. So you're going to put up 4, and then, well, it's technically, sorry, let's restart that. So you're going to take 3. So we had 4, now we're putting down to 3. And I want you to put your thumb in between here. So on your pinky, and bring down the rest of them. So you're gonna have, it's gonna look like this on the in facing you. Awesome. And then you're going to move your hand in a circle. That's Monday. So this is M. So M-A, that's kind of what that would look like, but it'll be like M3. Kind of looks like an M. Awesome. And then turn it and go in a circle. Monday. So today is February 2nd, and it's Monday. Great job, everyone. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our movement break. As always, you can pause this video at any point. We're going to count down each stretch down from 10. So we're going to move our bodies over to the left. Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move it over to the right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Then we're going to stretch our hands up tall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to bring our hands back down to center, and we're going to shake our hands. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Moving on to our weather forecast. The ASL sign for weather, you're going to do 3. Remember how we did the M? We're going to do 3. And you're going to put the inside of your hand facing out. Then you're going to put 2 up, and then you're going to shake them down. Weather. This is the ASL sign for W. So it's just and then initialized, meaning like there's some sort of wind or snow. So weather. Great. So what is the weather today? You can also use your weather cards to point out what the weather looks like today. All right, moving on. Starshine, it's pop time. It's time for our pop culture segment of morning meeting. This one is about Harry Styles. Harry Styles is officially back with his brand new single, Aperture, and fans are already buzzing. The track marks his first release in nearly 3 years and kicks off a fresh musical era for his upcoming album, Kiss All the Time, Disco. Occasionally, with a dreamy disco tinge sound and introspective lyrics, the song explores vulnerability, love, and letting the light in. Produced by a longtime collaborator, Kid Harpoon, Aperture feels bold, emotional, and dance floor ready all at once. If it's a preview of what's to come, Harry's next chapter is about to be iconic. So, do any of you know who Harry Styles is? So Harry Styles was a part of a huge boy band in like the 2010s, I guess. He was part of One Direction. He was very popular. He was my personal favorite. Him and probably Niall, I love Niall. Anyway, have any of you ever heard of Harry Styles songs before? So, if you've not listened to Harry Styles or not listened to anything he's produced or came out with, um, would you want to listen to him? Is that something maybe you'd be interested in? There's a few popular songs that usually play on the radio pretty frequently. All right, that's it for our pop culture corner. Moving on to our of the days. We have joke, riddle, word, and special of the day. As you know, we start off with joke. Here's our ASL sign. So I want you to give me 2 pointer fingers and then bend them. You're going to put one flat. So it's going to look like this. And then you're going to put the other one on top of it. And you're going to go down and up. Down and up. Down and up. There you go. So this is joke. All right, let's look at the video. So we have joke of the day. So who can read the joke of the day? Who can read it? All right, if you said, what did one wall say to the other wall? Can I have a drum roll, please? I'll meet you at the corner. One wall say, okay. Anyway, for our riddle of the day, our ASL sign is this. You're going to take your pointer finger, bend it, and you're going to open and bend, open and bend, open and bend. And then you're going to move your arm kind of in a circular. You're going to move your arm kind of like this. So I'm asking you questions. Awesome. That's the ASL sign for question. And the riddle of the day is, what gets wetter the more it dries? All right. Drum roll, please. A towel. If you got towel correct, you are correct. Great job. If you didn't, what an amazing opportunity to learn. So the wetter you are means you use a towel and you dry off. So great job. Moving on to our word of the day. Our ASL sign is take one hand, put your pointer finger, and then I want you to give me your thumb and your pointer finger on your other hand, and you're going to bend them so it looks like almost like the start of a rectangle. And you're going to put that up to the pointer finger and do word. Kind of bounce them off each other. Great. Let's look at the ASL sign. Awesome. So our word of the day is balance. Can you all say that with me on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Balance. Great. So the definition of balance is staying steady and not falling. All right. So does anyone have any examples of balance? Can you think of, have you ever balanced on something? Have you ever balanced maybe tasks, like you're trying to balance work and life? What are some examples of balance you can come up with? All right, just to help you get those juices flowing in your brain, here's balance in a sentence. Who can come up and read it in a sentence? All right. Just to reiterate what that person just said, we practice balance when we exercise. What do you think that means? What type of exercise specifically is focused on balance? It's a type of exercise. All right, if you said yoga, you are correct. There's a lot of movements in yoga that really rely on balance and centering your center of gravity. So great job. That's everyone. That's word of the day. Moving on to special of the day. Let's take a look at the ASL sign. So you're going to take one hand and the inside of your hand is going to be facing you. It's going to be a pointer finger, and then you're going to take the other one and you're almost going to like pick it up. You're going to just pick it up, right? You're taking one and you're picking it out of all of them. So this is special. Special. Okay. So the special of the day we have is National Groundhog Day. It's a fun tradition where people take a look into groundhogs to predict the weather. According to legend, if the groundhog sees its shadow, there will be 6 more weeks of winter. If it does not see its shadow, spring is said to come early. The most famous groundhog is Punxsutawney Phil from Pennsylvania. This day is a fun way to talk about seasons, weather, and silly traditions. Who has heard of this myth? What are your predictions? Do you think there'll be 6 more weeks of winter, or do you think we'll see an early spring? Awesome. Moving on to our question along with the special of the day. What does it mean if a groundhog sees its shadow? Is it A, spring comes early, B, summer starts tomorrow, C, 6 more weeks of winter, or D, it will rain all day? What are your thoughts? All right, if you guess C, you are correct. It means 6 more weeks of winter. Moving on to our would you rather. Would you rather have 6 more weeks of winter or have spring start early? Great. Time for our schedule review. Please take a moment to go over today's lesson and activity calendar. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and I believe you have the power to make today amazing. So go on and do great things. I will see you on the next one. Bye.